Hello everybody, my name is Brittany and this is my channel all about cross stitch. Please like and subscribe down below and comment so that way this video will get out to others who will also like this kind of content. We have Miss Cam with us as usual. We are in my, okay, sit down. Here you go. We are in my bedroom again because everybody is home and it's all over and I forgot a project that is downstairs. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to get it and then I'm going to come back up in. Nobody wants to listen to your jingling. Okay. I got the project. A little out of breath though. I'm hoping Cam here will settle down when she comes upstairs here with me, and it's, how do I explain this? I go to bed before my husband does, so when my husband gets home, he puts the dogs in their crates, and she usually sleeps in bed with me until he gets home, and then he puts her in her crate. And it's just because both Theo and Cammy are rescue dogs, and they weren't fed or taken care of well when their previous place. So they're what they call trashers, where they will eat, they'll get into the trash, pull out plastic, I mean, you name it. They will find something and they will try and eat it. So to prevent them from having to go to the vet and have major surgery because they've ate something that's got stuck, they go in their crates. But Cam has been, she gets really excited when we come to bed in mommy's bed, huh? But anyways, we are going to get in this, and I'm going to apologize. I have no makeup on, and it's just because I had to go and redo my testing for my cervical cancer, and all the stress of that has caused me to break out. So I don't want to stick stuff on my face that will make it worse. But anyways, let's get into the stitching. We're going to get the book out and start giving you guys some statistics. Alright, so the month total for December is 29,501 stitches. The stitches that I've done to the end of the year now is 283,149 stitches total. So that's how many stitches I've gotten done this year. Now, the first project I'm going to show you is by Arborist Arts. I think that's how you say it. I'm going to try and get this little thread out of our road here. This is Fairy Tale Village. And you can see all the back stitching I got in there. See, you know, I'd asked you guys months ago whenever I worked on this and was filling in back stitching on whether or not you could tell this little dude down here was a person reading a newspaper sitting on a bench. And well, I completely regridded out an 18 count, and because I think this originally comes on a 14 count Ada, if I remember right. But anyways, I regridded it out on an 18 count Ada, and then asked you guys what you guys thought, and you guys were like, no, keep it the way it is. And I'm glad I did, because once I got the back stitching in there, you can really tell that this little dude is sitting there reading a paper. But anyways, so this is, again, Fairy Tale Village. I got 580 stitches on this guy, and it was started July 25th of 2022. And I'm using all the called for threads and stuff. But, I don't know if I can show you guys, but this is a really, really long piece, and I have so far to go on that. But that is that one. The next one I worked on, oh, I didn't even say, for that one, like, here's what it'll look like when it's finished, and here's last time you saw it, and things like that. And I think it's because I just did my whip parade the other day. Today is actually January 1st of 2025. But anyways, this is Mirabilia, Ella the Frog Princess. And this is what she will look like when she is finished. And this is the last time you guys saw her, which was last month, right? Yeah. And here she is now. This is Ella the Frog Princess. She is stitched on 28 count, 2/2, except for the skin is done 1/1. And I put 4,254 stitches on her, which brings my total for the year to 8,513. And I started her November 1st of 2024. I can't wait to finish this one. She might just get, when she's finished, hung up behind me, because this is my bedroom and it's done in whites and yellows, so her having a yellow dress would match. I'm all out of sorts today. I think it's just because, you know, last night was New Year's Eve, and I'm thinking maybe I should have recorded this yesterday, so that way I wouldn't be so like tired and stuff today. But it is what it is. Okay, this one is Dimensions Indian Peacock, and this is what it'll look like when it is finished. And this is where you guys saw it last time. And this is where it is now. Now this is stitched on, this is a kit. It's all on kit fabric using kit floss. It is 14 count natural Aida. And then, of course, this is Dimensions kit, so it goes all over the place. This one I put 3,942 stitches, bringing my total for the year on this one to 7,240 stitches. And I started this August 22nd of 2024. So I got pretty far on that one. And I think I did say, yeah, I did. Yep, I did. I think I'm just going to have to accept that after all those cancer treatments and everything, that my brain is just fried now. Now, for the month of December, I was just like, I want to stitch all the Christmassy stuff. So I stitched on, or like winter stuff, I guess. I don't know, because I guess it finally snowed a lot. It was cold. It wet. It actually felt like winter finally. Which was odd for it to be this late. But anyways, that's when I found this one and stitched this one. This is, well, this is what it'll look like when it's finished. And being this is a new start, you guys didn't see it before this year, but that's what it'll look like when it's finished. Anyways, so this is Victorian Christmas Eve by Mirabilia. It is stitched on 32 count, 2/2, except for the skin is done 1/1, and I got 2,842 stitches on her, and I started her December 2nd of 2024. So I can't wait until this one is finished. And I think I'm going to turn that light over there on, so that way it'll hopefully, nope, that makes it worse. Turn that off. She's slightly see-through. I don't know if I can... Here, we'll use this. There we go. So that way you can actually see what she looks like. And of course, she's stitched on a... It's hand-dyed by me. It's always hand-dyed by me. I never really buy hand-dyed fabric, because I can just do it myself. Okay. This is Winter White Santa by Mirabilia. This is what he will look like when he is finished. And this is where you guys saw him last time. And this is where he is now. Now this is stitched on 28 count, hand dyed by me, stitched 2/2, except for the skin is done 1/1. And I got 5,242 stitches in him this month. And I guess Mrs. Claus here needs to be moved over there so you guys can see him. I think he's halfway, or like really close to halfway. I can't remember because I stitched on him. Was it earlier? It would have been earlier in that month. Let me see. Well, towards the middle of the month. I started stitching on him on December 14th of this month. Continuing on him. Anyway, this is another new start. This is Mirabilia, Maidens of the Season. This is going to be 1 and 2. And I started this one December 10th of 2024. And this is what she will look like when she is finished. And this is where she is at right now. Now she's stitched on 32 count, stitched 2/2. Skin will be done 1/1 when I get there. And I got 4,690 stitches in her. But I also like frogged this out 1,000,001 times, that green there, because I just didn't like the way it was going. But I'm just going to have to accept it the way it is. And the way I'm going to work this one is I'm going to stitch each lady in their respective season. So I got the upper border for both autumn and winter, just the upper half, and then, you know, I'll probably do the border for these two next, and then stitch in, because the next one will be spring, and do it then. But I think I did say that's 32 count. One final one I worked on this month, which will be part 4 was released for Bella Filipina Blackwater Siren Style, and I started working on it. It was released on the 30th, and yeah, I got about a little over 1,000 stitches of part 4 done. But this is what it will look like when it is finished. And this is where you guys saw her last time. And this is where she is now. As you can see, this siren here is coming in. This actually looks like the fabric for once. But it almost makes the sirens glow. It's also done on opalescence. This one got 7,948 stitches this month. So I completed, I believe it was the tail of the first siren, and then this will be the upper half of the second siren once it is done. Once I get there. So that is everything I stitched on this month. And then, of course, Christmas was here. So we do have some haul this month. And I will show you what I got for Christmas. So I got, again, I was kind of becoming obsessed with stitching like holiday Nora Mirabilias or Nora Corberts, whatever. But so I got Miss Christmas Eve. This one doesn't have a photo with it, but this is Santa's Magic. And I will put a picture in here of what that one will actually look like. One of the kids must have went on eBay to get this one. And I don't remember which one it was, because they asked me, like, do you care if it has the picture with it or not? And I'm like, no, I don't care if it has the picture with it. Like, if it's gonna, like, you can buy it cheaper without the picture, buy it cheaper without the picture. I can get the picture from somewhere else. This one is Mirabilia the Kiss. I've always wanted this one. And Tammy was going to let me borrow her pattern of it and let me stitch it from hers. But I don't need to now. One of my kids bought it for me. This one is Portrait of Veronica. I can't wait to stitch that one either. I love the big giant dresses. And this one is Filipina. Eventually I will stitch that one. And this one is the Peony Garden. And eventually I will stitch that one. And then this is just a Nora Corbett. And it is Miss Spider. I think that one will be fun to hang up for Christmas. And I'll probably give her like an eyeball. I'll give her some eyelashes. But that is all I got for haul. And then as for life update, man, this isn't going to be a very long video. That's the wrong month. So the kids pretty much have had off almost 2 weeks of school at this point. So we're getting ready to go back to school, so that'll be nice. Grandma Joanne had to go and have a spinal tap done and a kidney biopsy done. We still haven't got the results back from that. The problem is that she was diagnosed with amyloidosis 14 years ago. I think it'll be 15 years in May that it's been 15 years. But anyways, the doctor for it is actually in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. But because it's such a long drive, they've been using our cancer center here in our town to be able to send the results to them, and it would be fine. But it looks like that they weren't doing all the testing that they were supposed to do here, because Grandma Joanne went from in June to having nice healthy kidneys to now in, what was it, last month in November, was diagnosed with stage 3 kidney failure. And they did a test on her, and it came back like your amyloid protein should be not detectable in your testing at all for this test. And I don't want to get like too personal or anything with her, but anyways, her test results came back where her amyloid protein in that test was over 3,000 when it should be 0. So they're pretty positive that her amyloidosis is out of remission now. And because of her age, she can't have another stem cell transplant. And there's not many options available to her. They've also discovered that she has a pretty big blockage in her aorta, I think it is. Another big blockage to one of her kidneys, and another one around her heart. And she's had to go in for more testing because they're not 100% sure yet whether or not her amyloidosis is back or not, but I'm pretty sure with that last test we can confidently say probably. But she's decided, hold on, give me a minute, I don't want to sit here and cry on camera with you guys, but she's decided that she's gonna wait until she gets all the testing back from whether or not her amyloidosis is coming back, because amyloidosis, when it travels to the heart, is excruciatingly painful. Most people are on very high levels of morphine and still in a lot of pain, and it's a horrible way to leave this world. So if her amyloidosis is back, because there's not much they can really do for her to really prevent it from wreaking havoc on her, she's decided that if it is back, she's not having any surgeries to clear any blockages or anything else. And I can't say I blame her, because if it were me and my options were to possibly die of a heart attack or stroke over everything that we've researched and looked up about the amyloidosis, I kind of agree with her. I'd rather go out that way. than dying from the amyloidosis. So we're pretty much on a waiting game with her to find out, like, what's going on. So if something would happen to her and you don't see me for maybe a month or two, just know that I am a complete and utter, if something would happen to her, I will be a complete and utter wreck. Both of my biological grandparents died. Both sets of them died quite a few years ago. So she's kind of been my surrogate grandma for quite a few years. And I'm sorry, I don't want to cry on camera for you guys, but if something would happen to her, I'd be pretty devastated. And I don't like thinking about it. Anyways, so for Christmas this year, the kids had a pretty good year, I guess. Lydia got a TV for her new room, so she has a TV in her room now. Abby got some sort of Aurora Borealis projector thing that projects like the Aurora Borealis on our ceiling. Damon and Tony both just got money. They're adults now. They don't really want anything underneath a tree. They just want that money. What else happened this month? I have not had Vincent once this month. It just so happened that on the day that I would have normally got him his dad's parents decided they wanted him, so I didn't have him that one week. And then the next time I was supposed to have him, it ended up falling on Lydia's violin concert, and I will insert a little video of her playing violin here for her concert.
The next one is number 19 in their book, and it's titled Rolling Along.
Here for her concert. And then but I couldn't take Vincent with me because my husband's mom, my mother-in-law, who we built that house for, well, we renovated that house for her, her car's been randomly stalling. There's a sensor that needs replaced, and so we're gonna have to go and figure out what sensor that is and get that fixed for her. But so she wasn't able to go over by herself, so she had to ride with us, which means I didn't have a place for Vincent to sit. And then Abby also had her Christmas concert. I will put in a clip of that here for you guys. And of course, my mother-in-law came for that one too. So we've had a very, very, very busy month of being pulled in 800 million directions. But in all honesty, I mean, I look back at 2024 and it was a good year. And nothing, other than Damon having to have his cholesteatoma tumor removed yet again in March, and then he graduated. Actually, we go down this month in January to have the check done for that. Abby goes to her knee doctor's tomorrow, and the only thing that I can say about Abby and her knee, because I guess I haven't really talked about that in a while, is that physical therapy has said everything is as strong as it's gonna be. She's not making leaps and bounds like she used to. It's all staying pretty like slim progress now from month to month whenever they're doing their checks to see if anything. And they said, there's nothing left they can do, and that they think she's gonna have to have surgery, but you know, it's up to her doctor at the end of the day. But hopefully we can get him to agree, because it's still trying to pop out of place, and I mean, that needs fixed, and she's in pain quite often, although she doesn't complain about it. Oh, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the temperature stitching for my sort of like, these are all full fancy ladies over here. This is my January calendar here. And clearly there's a new start today for, I believe it's Allison's birthday on Cross Stitch the Globe. So I'm going to stitch Cinderella because she loves Cinderella. And, you know, I need an excuse to start another Mirabilia because you know. But anyways, so I'm going to take temperature stitching here for these ones here, because they don't get as much progress as these fancy ladies on this side does get. So come on, stay over there. So these are all the 0 through 9, and then once, you know, one of these are finished, I'll move like rosebud lace up into it. And basically what I'm doing is whatever temperature it is whenever I sit down to stitch for this specific thing, and it's just the second number instead of like if it's 74, then it would be 4 that I would use. The single digit number, the ones in the number in the ones column, as we would say here in the United States. I don't know if that's the same in other countries or not, but that's what I will be using. So whenever I sit down, whatever the temperature is out, that'll tell me which one I'm going to stitch on. And then I'm just stitching on them for an hour a day. And whatever I get done in that hour is whatever I get done. And putting it away and working on the ones that I'm supposed to be working on. But anyways, a much shorter video this time because I don't know, I'm just tired today, so we're just doing it quick and fast and easy. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.